average on Western, here on testing differently. So obviously we're going to wait for a few people to turn up before we actually start the stream, and then we will continue. Right, we are actually eating at the moment. Well, trying to eat. We're not actually very well today. Oh, I feel sick as a dog. But you know what? You've got to eat. You've got to try to hold things down. So, we're trying. I feel sick as a dog. The only thing I can seem to eat at the moment is spaghetti with chopped tomatoes. So I hope you're all having a lovely day so far. And I hope that everyone is finding out the truth about a couple of YouTubers. So, there's been a little bit of annoyance from a couple of YouTubers. We have one called Creative Genius. Another one called Larry the Batman Fan. We have Andy Kishore, who is Larry's kiss ass, basically. Definitely Larry's kiss ass. As much as I hate to say this to you, Andy Kishore, alright, like, no matter how many times people prove that Larry has done something wrong, you don't seem to want to slate him for nothing. It's a shame. It is a shame. We also have another YouTuber. I can't remember his name now. I'll have to think about it. Oh yeah, sorry, Razor X. Razor X, definitely gay. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. The gaydar just goes off as soon as you see his face. So, I've got a few things I want to talk about Larry. Because I do feel like he is a pain in the ass and he's never going to learn. So let me make it well known. Okay. Larry says he discriminates. Well, he doesn't really discriminate in his own words. He doesn't really use that word. He I would say that Larry definitely puts other faiths down. He definitely tries to make himself look like a victim when he's not. I would say that Larry can be fairly annoying. But I would also say that although Larry can be very annoying, if he were actually to pull his head out of his arse, he could actually do YouTube properly, you know, and he'd do quite well at it. But I would say that until he learns to be a man and not a mouse, do you know what I mean? Like, he's never going to be that person. I would say that Larry can be rude, impulsive, and a bit of a moron from time to time. And that Andy Kishore, who has a picture of the SpongeBob, I think it was. Hello and welcome. Welcome to you. So welcome to everyone here. So today's live stream is not all about Larry. We are going to be touching on a few different subjects, a few different topics. As you can tell, the title of the live stream is Let Yourself Shine Through the Darkness. And what I mean by that is when you have a kind heart and you have a good personality about you, people around you are the darkness. And when you shine through that darkness, people tend to, people tend to make you look bad. All right. Now, this is exactly what Larry is doing, along with Andy Kashaw, Razor X, Creative Genius. I don't really have a problem with Steve from Machete Squad. However, I do feel like there's a little bit of a beef issue there between him. He tried stating to one of my friends a while back, oh, who the fuck's John Weston? And then he sent my friend a screenshot stating that a guy called John Weston was a president or a prime minister of Canada. This guy has no clue who I am. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say to everyone that I'm a perfect human being. No, I'm not. But I'm a damn sight better than some people think. Now, I don't claim to be Mr. Big I Am, all right? Because in life, you have to choose. You have a choice to make. You can either pick the right path and be hated by everyone, but be yourself. Or you can choose to fit in with the rest of society and be loved, but hated by the real people. People in life think that it's okay to go around talking shit about others and putting people down. Well, no, it's not okay. We are only doing to Larry what he has done to us. We are basically trying to make him feel small and worthless like he has done to other people. He has also said that the only thing supportive about Sonia the Scene Girl is her breasts. That makes Larry a pervert. Sorry to say it, but it is. That's the way it is. And unfortunately, Larry is not allowed to say anything like that due to his belief. And I would say that throughout Larry's life, as he gets older, he is going to run himself into the ground. He is going to die a very lonely old man in a hospital bed with no one around him if he doesn't buck up his ideas. So let me go back to the start where this should begin. So welcome to Testing Differently. My original channel was called John Weston. And as people may or may not have known, John Weston is a YouTube creator name. I will never tell you my real name, and I don't want anyone to put my real name down in the comments or anything like that. All right, it will not be accepted. All right, I will be deleting them. Now, although society can push you back, it can make you feel small, you have a choice. And that choice is as such that when you choose to live life to the full extent that you can, you have chosen to be yourself. And when you choose to be yourself, nobody can stop you. Be you. Be the person you were meant to be. Don't follow suit with all the rules and regulations. What is the point in being someone that we're not? What is the point in a human being being going, oh, well, I'm meant to be this, but actually I'm that? Well, how the fuck does that work? What? So you're meant to be something that's sweet and innocent? Yeah? With a little bit of deadliness behind it. But you're actually toxic and poisonous? Come on. Seriously? Look, humans nowadays have this tendency to say, oh, well, we can do what we want. We can say what we want. Hello to our dream. Welcome. Very good to have people here. So I would like to state that, you know, all throughout my life, I have had a very difficult upbringing. I have tried to be a better person. I have tried to help people along their way, you know. Hello to our dream and to the other viewer. Welcome. And I would also say that whilst I've had a damn tough upbringing, that my life has been my own. My life has been what I've wanted it to be, what I have pushed for, what I have put myself through. I have wanted to put myself through or needed to put myself through. I would like to announce that I will only be doing YouTube for 1 year from today, and then my YouTube channel will no longer be used. All right, all the videos will still be up. Okay, there will be a few motivational speeches in the video section. There will also be a couple of community posts of some life quotes that I have come by in my life, and I feel as though stopping YouTube for myself would be the correct thing, because I have done YouTube for almost over a year now, probably even longer than that actually. No, I've been doing YouTube since 2020. All right, so roughly around about 5 years now, and I'm getting sick of it. I am sick to death of, not gaining the subscribers, not gaining the likes that I need. YouTube is a very tough thing to do. And whilst I understand that YouTube is very difficult, I also understand that, being an influencer is not all that. As a YouTuber, to do YouTube properly, you have to, first of all, you have to be committed to your content and to your public. 2, you have to be committed to making that content happen on a regular basis. 3, you have to keep your mouth quiet and not respond to anyone that says anything bad about you or anything like that. All right, you have to somehow try and keep your mouth shut. All right, don't rise to these people, because you're just going to make yourself look as bad as them. All right. And number 4, unfortunately, is the truth, and I would say that number 4, and it's the final one, is the fact that YouTube has so many toxic people out there, and I'm going to name them, and I'm going to say the names now. I'm going to say Andy Kishore, Larry the Batman Fan, Creative Genius, Razor X, I would say are probably some of the worst YouTubers that I've ever come across so far. I'm pretty sure that there's probably worse ones out there. However, I've not come across them. All right. Also, a big shout out to Way Too Random, who is a YouTuber. She is from Sweden. Lovely person. Please go check out her content and subscribe and like her videos and live streams. Absolutely amazing character. She really is. And her hometown is just lovely. It really is, honestly. But going back to it, life is never easy, and unfortunately, life will never get easier for you. You have to want to make a change. You have to want to make an effort in your life to be able to be the better person. Larry the Batman Fan was given certain advice by myself, and unfortunately chose not to listen. I gave him the opportunity and the means to become a better person, and we have proven Larry to be hypocritical on so many different accounts, yet he tries to make himself look like the victim, and he's not. Larry the Batman Fan, this specific message for you. If you are watching this at any point, I hope that one day you learn your lesson. I hope that one day you learn that you are not sticking by your belief whatsoever. 1, you have a black cat, which is classed as demonic. You have played the Resident Evil games. Yeah? You have played the Mafia games. You say you're not gay, yet I have information stating you sucked up a guy down the side alley of your school when you were about 14, 15. Care to explain on that one? No, obviously not. Well, let me state this, Larry. I couldn't care less if you do a response video on me. I really couldn't. I would say that you are nothing more than a fool to yourself. Larry, you have been a pain in our asses for quite some time now, and we're going to keep pestering you. We're going to keep on at you until you learn to leave us the fuck alone. Why should we leave you alone if you don't leave us alone? There's the thing. You broke your word. You went back to the drama when we all sorted out our problems with you. Yeah, you broke your word. You released a freaking community post saying worse YouTubers, blah, 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 blah. You broke that word. Not us, you. Larry has been proven to be a liar on so many different accounts. And then he tries taking the mickey out of people. There is a YouTube account called Italian Sausage and Larry Butt. B-U-T-T. All right. And there is a post on there of Larry smoking a cigarette. Now, as far as I'm aware, Larry's not a smoker. He used to be, from what I know. But I find Larry a little bit hypocritical because he says, "Oh, I believe in God. God has the right to do this, that, blah, 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 blah." Well, no, he doesn't. Your God means nothing to me. Your life means nothing to me. We don't care what you say about us. We don't need to care about you. We don't want to care about you. You have done nothing but drive our heads into the fucking ground every fucking day. Yeah, for a number of years, you've been doing this shit, Larry. And I'm sick of you. I'm sick of giving you my advice. I'm sick of trying to point you in the right direction in life because you just don't listen to anyone. You say I didn't respect your views or your wishes. No, it's not a case of that. Yes, I tried to help you. I took my time out of every fucking day to give you the opportunity to become a better person. And you didn't. You did not listen to me one tiny little fucking bit. And then to make matters worse, yeah, you say you're a Christian. Yeah, I don't see much Christian behavior coming from you. Christians, one, shouldn't own black cats because they're classed as demonic and superstitious. You say that the Godfather trilogy is demonic and it displays graphic violence, which you're not allowed to watch. So why have you played the Mafia games? Why have you played Resident Evil? Resident Evil. Why have you got games with the word evil in it if it goes against your belief? Seriously. Like, Larry, when will you ever learn to grow up? Huh? We're not trying to be horrible. We're trying, yeah, to put you on a correct path in life. We're trying to give you the opportunity to say, look, all right, maybe I've been a bit of a dick. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm so righteous and that I believe in God, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, maybe you need to change your ways, Larry, because you're a fool. You are a fool to yourself, and I feel as though everyone trying to troll you and everyone trying to piss you off is the correct thing to do at the moment, because I don't feel like, hello and welcome. Yes, yes, welcome, welcome. I would say that throughout the time that I've known who Larry the Batman fan was, I would say that there's been some ups and some downs. You know, there's been times when I've really, really wanted to hurt Larry. There's also been some times when I've wanted to understand why he is the way he is. And now I'm not in the mood to understand why he is the way he is. I couldn't care less anymore. You know, he seems to have this attitude in life where, oh, I'm in the right, you're in the wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it because I get to tell you what to do. No, you don't, Larry. You don't get to tell us what to do. You're nothing more than a human being. The same as us. Yeah? Stop acting like you're a big man. You're not. Imagine if I came face to face with you, Larry. I think you'd shit yourself. I really do think you'd shit yourself. And who's going to be there to protect you? What? Your government? Your parents? Sorry, your adopted parents? Your God? The police? They ain't going to do nothing. Because people know the truth about you. They know that you are probably a gay man hiding in the closet. There's things that have come to light about you, Larry, that I shouldn't really let slip. But I will. I will. One of those things is that when Larry was either 14 or 15 years old, he left school one day with one of his school friends, went down the alleyway down the side of his school, and one of his other school friends spotted him going into the bushes, and yeah, saw Larry sucking dick. Now, whether or not this is true, we can't be certain. But with the way Larry acts towards people, I would definitely say that Larry does have some attitudes of bi-curious. I would say that he's not completely straight, you know. When I see Larry's face, like something in the back of my head says, no, this guy's hiding in the closet. He's scared of coming out. You know, he's scared to admit that there's a possibility he could be gay or bisexual. And whilst I understand that, I also don't respect him for being like that. You need to learn to be yourself, Larry, because you say that, oh, I follow the Bible, I follow this, I do that. Oh, you shouldn't be like this, you shouldn't be like that. Well, guess what? We don't care. We don't care what you say to us. We won't leave you alone. We'll never leave you alone until you learn. We've tried to be horrible to you. We've tried to be nice to you. We've tried to give you constructive criticism. Some people have even gone so far as to threaten you with your life, including myself. And I do feel like you haven't learned, you haven't listened. You say nobody respects your views, your wishes. No, it's not a case of we don't respect your views or your wishes, yeah? It's just a case of you don't understand the way this world is. You think, yeah, that you're so fucking brilliant, and you're not. You really ain't. And that's all I want to say on that part, because I understand that, you know, Larry can be a pain in the backside. I know he can. I know that he can be this annoying character that everyone wants to piss off. And yeah, I am responsible for a troll account. I'm not going to say which one. All right. But yeah, Larry, you need to learn to let things slide. You need to learn to stop bringing up people's names. In your Christianic beliefs, you are not allowed to gossip about people. You're not allowed to talk bad about people behind their backs. You do rant videos on people. And I would say that you're being a child. You're acting like a child. You will never grow up. And if you wish to do a response video to me, then feel free. Feel free. I couldn't care less. It's your choice. It's your life. If you want to destroy your life, then feel free. Be my guest. But nobody's going to leave you alone. Nobody's going to back off until you learn to be a better person. We're not trying to be horrible, but we've had enough of you. I believe that Larry the Batman fan should be struck off the internet completely. I feel as though his devices should be taken away from him. Too many people have Larry's home address. Whilst I understand that's a very bad thing, it's also a very good thing, because then it means that some people can go to his house and actually say, look, you've pissed us off. Now we're standing in front of you. What are you going to say now? And he would have to stand there and apologize. Larry will not stand there and fight. He is not a fighter. He is not a violent person. Larry, you have been the pain in our fucking ass for a number of years, and we're sick of you. We're sick and tired of hearing you. We're sick and tired of seeing your posts. We're sick and tired of listening to your bullshit. Because why should we have to... Your cat ate all your fentanyl. So Jimmy Dean 77, yeah, why the fuck have you got fentanyl in your house anyway? Why the fuck have you got fentanyl in your house? Like, seriously. No wonder why your cat passed away. Because you were stupid enough to keep fentanyl in a place where a cat could get to it. So your cat's death is your fault, yeah? Cool. All right, we know exactly what you're about now. Sweet. Like, if your cat ate your fentanyl, why did you have fentanyl in the house? Why could your cat get to the fentanyl anyway? Like, seriously? Come on, man. No. Don't put these emojis that, like, you are that stupid, yeah, that you allowed your cat to get to a product that would kill it. Yeah? Why would you have that product in your house? Seriously? Are you stupid? Are you actually that dumb to have something like that in your house, knowing that your animal could get to that? I know you loved your cat, yeah, but look, think about it this way, okay? You knew yourself, okay, that fentanyl could kill your cat, right? Yet you still decided to put it in a place where your cat could get to it. So your cat's death is on your head. It's your fault because you did not lock that stuff away. You did not make sure your animal was safe. That's bad. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. You say you loved your cat. Yeah? Well, how much did you actually love your cat? Did you love it enough to lock the fentanyl away? No, you didn't. So do you know what? Get lost. Go on. Get out of the live stream. But that's not the point. The point is, Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy Dean 77, right, is that you did not lock that product away. You did not put that product away, locked up, in a place where you know for a fact that your cat could not get to it. So yes, it is your fault. Yes, it is. Because you did not lock that stuff away. If you have a product in your house, it's like me, yeah? If I had a pet right now and I had fentanyl in the house, do you know where that fentanyl would be? In a steel lock box or in a safe. Somewhere where I know for a fact that animal is not going to get to it. You think do you know what? I'm hiding you. Nah, we're not. Do you know what? Yeah, like don't give me stupid fucking responses here, trying to play the fucking card of, well, I think he picked. Like, don't start getting funny with me, all right? Because I'll just hide you from the channel and you'll never be able to come on here ever again, right? Simple as. Okay, don't start acting dumb, all right? Your cat's death is your fault because you did not lock that product away from your cat, all right? So, yeah, simple as. If you didn't lock the fentanyl away from your cats, don't hide me, man. Why not? Why shouldn't I hide you? You're giving fucking clever responses, yeah, and you think you're smart by doing so. No, you're not. Yes, thank you very much, Cannabis Juggernauts 420. Love the name, though. Absolutely fantastic creator name, really is. Love it. Big up the 420. Yeah, don't do drugs, kids. It's not a smart idea. All right. But like, Jimmy Dean. Hang on. So you're joking about Jimmy Dean 77. So you're joking about your cat's death because you're sad? What a sicko. You absolute sick fucker. You're joking about your cat's death. Seriously. So you're joking about your cat's death. People, look through the comments, yeah? Jimmy Dean, 77, had fentanyl in his house, yeah? His cat died from eating the fentanyl, yeah? Why would you not, as a responsible pet owner, yeah, lock a product like that away from your pets? Jimmy Dean, 77, you are nowhere near a responsible pet owner, alright? You shouldn't even own a pet. I'm sorry to say it, yeah? Get the fuck out of here. Go on, fuck off. Oh, I know he's trying to troll me. I know Jimmy Dean's trying to troll me, and do you know what? Just because of that, we're going to fucking hide him. Yeah? Goodbye, Jimmy. Like, we're not having that. No way. So Jimmy Dean, 77, has now been hidden. All right? We don't need him. Okay? Look, people. If you are a responsible pet owner, you would not bring fentanyl into your house. About to hop on Apex. You're about to hop on Apex. I'm sorry, I don't do video games or anything like that, man. You know what I mean? I don't have a console. I literally survive with my phone. You know what I mean? I don't play anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm around a friend's house, do you know what I mean? Then I might use the Xbox every now and again. But, people, I would state now that Jimmy Dean 77, what an arsehole, shouldn't be on this live streams, shouldn't be here whatsoever. Yeah, bad person, should not be keeping fentanyl in his house. I've got a 10-year-old PlayStation 4X from 2016. From 2016. Wow. Skullbuster, welcome. Not much, bro. We're good here. We're good here. Yeah, anyone that associates with fentanyl needs to fuck off. All right, or you will be hidden straight away. Here on this live stream, we don't like to hear about stuff like, oh, my cat died because it ate all my fentanyl. Well, why are you keeping fentanyl in your house anyway? You're stupid. Stupid morons. Honestly. I don't understand certain people because some people think it's okay to do this type of thing. And others are like, oh, actually, no, it's not. You know, like, look, life is very difficult. Do you know what? Good on you, bro. Good on you. Roll that thing, bro. Roll that blunt. Get the smoke on, bro. Go on. Look, people. Life isn't easy. I'm not saying life is easy. It's not. It will never be easy. People don't understand nowadays that, you know, life is not going to be the way you want it to be. It never will be, and it never has been. You know, life can be annoying. It can be challenging. Thank you very much for subscribing and liking. Much appreciated. Cannabis Juggernaut 420. Big shout out to Cannabis Juggernaut 420. Thank you very much, lad. Hopefully see you again. So, look, people, we're not trying to say that, you know, this world is perfect, because this world isn't, okay? This world is something that you should cherish. You should try to look out for each other. There are a few YouTubers out there who I'd like to name again. Razor X, Larry the Batman Fan, Creative Genius, and Steve from Machete Squad. Also, Andy Shaw, Larry's kiss-ass boyfriend. I'm saying it straight now, I don't care. Look, people, this live stream's going to get hectic sooner or later. I will live stream for as long as I can. Alright, until it finally throws me off. We was going to do some singing, but I don't think it's going to be a good idea in a minute because we have no music. Look, this world is full of nothing but challenges. Alright, and those challenges face us every single day. And because of that, unfortunately, people tend to turn the other way. We tend to try to put other people down. We tend to try to tell others that, you know, we are there for them, and we're not there for them. Treat your life as your own. Nobody should tell you what to do in life. Nobody should judge you for what you do in life. Yes, I do certain things that people don't agree with. And it's not up to them what I do with my life. My life is mine. Look, not everyone in this world is going to agree with each other. Not everyone is going to accept each other for the way they are. This will probably be the second to last live stream or video that I do, which could be classed as drama related. But I also state, shine through the light and shine through that darkness. If you shine through the darkness, the people around you are the darkness. They're the ones who put you down. But when you shine through the light that people try to admit from themselves, the ones that are the darkness around you try to emit a fake light, a fake glow of hope and unity. Unfortunately, people are not like that in this world. Life will never be the same. And unfortunately, I do feel like I would like to do a collab with any famous YouTuber, no matter who they are. And I would ask that any YouTuber that does have a fair amount of followers contact me to do a collaboration video, to do a live stream expressing some of the things that we have spoken about today. Because life is difficult and life is never going to be easy, unfortunately. Life isn't meant to be easy, it's meant to be challenging. And I do feel as though, you know, people tend to look at life and go, oh, well, it's getting difficult. Oh, fuck this. No. Strive forwards. Move forward. Become the person you were meant to be. Make your life better. Not for those around you, but for yourself. Make your life count for something. Don't be one of these people that are 99.999% of this planet when they die. Look, people don't understand that life is not the way it should be. You know, a lot of people are poisoned by social media. Unfortunately, that is the way life is. Life will never be the same as what you think it will be. The future is coming, and unfortunately that future is looking very bleak, very dark, very full of despair. I can see this planet going to a full world-blown World War III, nuclear World War III, probably in the next 5-10 years. If all this bullshit in this world keeps on happening. I feel like people need to learn to support each other. Be close to each other. Cherish the moments that you have with each other, because those moments will never last. Life isn't easy. And as a human being, you tend to treat life like it's a game. But at least in a game, you can die and respawn. You can come back to life in a game. You can't come back to life in real life. You cannot be brought back from the dead. Heed my words. Listen to the sincerity in my voice. Look at the emotion in my eyes. This world is not made for humans. It is made for nature. This world means nothing to me. And I mean nothing to this world. This world is full of nothing more than idiots that think they're in the right all the time. Oh, this person's this, so I get to do this. This person's that, so I get to say that. No, you don't have the right. I'm here to tell you the truth. People are hypocritical. People say one thing and do another off camera. YouTube is full of people that are poisonous. Yes, there are a couple of good YouTubers out there that will speak the truth. But I don't think you'll come across the YouTuber quite like myself. 1 year from today, I will be ending my YouTube career forever. My videos will still be available. There will be motivational speeches, probably a couple of song releases. We are going to concentrate our YouTube channel on the remote control car that we have bought recently. We've found a way to unlock its true potential speed, which is around about 80 kilometers an hour, which is 55 miles an hour. Look, I'm saying this, right, because I feel as though this needs to be said. The YouTubers that I have mentioned today need to learn to grow up a bit. Andy Kishore, Larry the Batman fan, Razor X, Creative Genius, and Steve from Machete Squad. Because I feel as though these YouTubers have been a bit of a kiss ass. I know that a couple of them don't get along well with Larry. And I know that Larry has been a bit of a bullshitter when he says certain stuff about things. You know, he's been proven to be very hypocritical most of the time, which is a bit of a shame. But I would like to state that, oh, by the way, yeah, he also says he refuses to play Silent Hill because it's demonic. Yet he played Resident Evil. So, you know, it's one of those. I do feel like Larry is a very big hypocrite. You know, because wasn't it Larry who turned around and said, oh, the Godfather trilogy is demonic. It displays graphic violence. Okay, well, why did you play the Mafia games? Resident Evil is basically an R-rated game. It's M-rated. M-rated video games are basically the video game format of R-rated movies. So Larry is very hypocritical. We've proven it multiple times, and he won't come forward and address this properly without getting uptight. So do you know what, Larry? Fuck you. Fuck your shitty life. Fuck your shitty video games. Fuck your shitty cat. And fuck your bullshit. We are not interested in you. We just want you to admit when you're in the wrong. And you won't. That is your problem, not ours. Look. Life is as such where we should be getting along with people. Now, think about this. Yes, Junebug Films. How you doing, my brother? Missed you, bro. Look, I would say that, you know, we have proven Larry to be a hypocrite 9 times out of 10. You know, he says that he won't play Silent Hill, it's too demonic. He's played Resident Evil, Mafia games. He's played a few other games that are classed as demonic. He has a black cat, which is superstitious and is classed as a demonic symbol, right? So shouldn't own a black cat. I believe that Larry is gay and hiding in the closet. Yes, Larry is the example on why people... Larry is the epitome of this earth at the moment. And I do feel as though Larry is the reason why people are leaving Christianity after speaking to him, because people are looking at what Larry says, seeing how he acts, and they're like, well, hang on a minute, if he can be like this as a Christian, then why should we be a Christian too? In the Bible, it states, God says, come to me as you are, not the way you think I want you to be. I will accept you no matter what sin you commit, no matter how you commit that sin. When you do it, where you do it. Your sins will be forgiven no matter what you do. Yet Larry does not seem to understand this. That's his fault. There are so many verses in the Bible that said it is up to you to judge. It is up to me to judge. Yes, it does say that in so many different parts. You know, like, God gave humans free will, apparently, and that free will indicates that you can choose to do with your life as you please. Right? Now, what Larry tries to pull is a case of, oh, well, oh, no, God gave us free will, yeah, so we can follow him. Well, what's the point of giving the humans free will if we have to follow God? What is the point? Larry shoves his religion down people's throats. He does. He shoves his religion down people's necks. And another thing, you know, Larry says that his competitions ain't fake. Well, Larry, I'm sorry to state it, yeah, but like, just because you show a gift card does not prove that your competitions are real. Alright? I've tried to do a couple of competitions, but nobody has tried joining, so it doesn't matter. Those competitions have been cancelled. And it's the Baptist Christianity nomination. It's so judgmental. And as someone who grew up half Baptist, I don't agree with it. That is a fair point. Look, people, Larry has chosen a path of dishonesty in his life. And unfortunately, that path of dishonesty has caused us to troll him. It has caused us to dox his address on multiple separate occasions. Certain people have threatened Larry's life, including myself. You know, Larry has pushed us all to the point of where, you know, I feel as though he's made himself look bad. Welcome, Slipknot fan. Welcome. No, you're all right, Slipknot. He has not learned his lesson whatsoever. Oh, Slipknot, that was a fucking hilarious voice note last night. You arsehole. Oh my god. So fucking funny. But yeah, Larry has tried to play the victim. He's tried to play the big man. Larry is not a big man. He is not righteous. He's a hypocrite and an idiot. And I feel as though people siding with Larry should be classed as an enemy of my channel. And if anyone decides to side with Larry, then you're just as bad as him, because he has been the epitome of YouTube for a number of years. He has pissed a few people off, and unfortunately fuck off, you cunt. Fuck you, Slipknot. Fuck you, bro. Fucking hell. Yeah, Larry is mad because he can't shoot a big cum load. Yeah, I'd say that definitely. Like, all Larry does is sit in his bedroom and toss out. Like, it's so obvious. So obvious. Like, Larry has not learned his lesson. We've tried to bully him. We've tried to threaten him. We've tried to be nice to him. Like, we've tried to sort out our problems with him, and he broke his word. Larry has a tiny PP, yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems like it, don't it? Look, people. Larry isn't perfect. No one is. No one's perfect in this world. But I can honestly state that I am a better version of Andrew Tate and Conor McGregor and some of these male chauvinistic arseholes. And I've been told that I'm a better person than them people by many of you. Look, Larry, again, if you're watching this at some point, I would like you to realise that nobody will leave you alone. Nobody will ever back down from you or get out of your comments or try to stop trolling you because you just don't learn your lesson. It's probably so tiny that Larry is technically classified. Well, let's put it this way. In one of Larry's things, he did state that he was a woman. So, Larry, you had a sex change. Yes, we all make mistakes in life. Yes, we do. And yes, it is time to move on from those mistakes and become better people. You know, there are people on this planet that try to better themselves, and they make themselves look like idiots by trying to. And they try too hard. People try too hard to change themselves, and when you don't try to change yourself, you just naturally change. You know, it's taken me a number of years to change my personality and to become a better person, to become more understanding about this world. Yes, I would totally agree with you, Junebug, because Larry, why would you, as a straight man, want to spend 7 nights in a hotel room with a guy that you've never met face to face if you weren't gay or bi-curious? You know, you're very hypocritical, and I feel as though people should be very wary of you. You know, Jackal Goldkick has finally decided to cut ties with him again. Jackal Goldkick, if you are watching this video, I'm going to say this now. If you go back to Larry after cutting ties with him this time, you are going to be shown up as a hypocritical idiot. I would suggest sticking to your word. It's not about, oh, the reason I flip-flop my decision is because of my mental health. No, that's bullshit, and you know it's bullshit, Jackal. You know it's bullshit. Yeah? Mental health has nothing to do with flip-flopping. Okay? People say one thing and then do another. That's just human nature. Okay? But when you say, oh, this guy is like this, blah, 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 I don't want to be in a hotel, you know, and then you go and be like, oh, yeah, well, I want to be friends with this guy after you've slated him. No, that's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to do. No, it's not. Look, some people have this tendency to be a fool to themselves. Junebug, we're going to put you down as a... We're going to put you down as a moderator, just because you're actually quite a cool guy. Look, people, I would say that Larry has pushed the boat out too far with some of the things that he's done recently. He's not concentrating on his gaming content. He is doing rant videos and he's going against his own belief. And I would state that Larry is a moron. He's very hypocritical. In a matter of fact, he's the biggest retard I've ever known. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I don't care. I will make you a mod, yes, but it will be a standard moderator. Alright, but do not abuse that power or I will take it away from you. Alright? We only want genuine people on here. We do not want we do not want people that side with Larry on here. Okay, that is the only reason I've got 2 moderators here at the moment. Right? I do feel like Larry has to learn right from wrong. And unfortunately, Larry will never learn right from wrong because he's a fool. Yes, I would say Larry is either gay or a serial killer. Mind you, he beats people around. He beats people up with a bag of Rice Krispies, so he must be a serial killer. There was a troll account called Italian Sausage and Larry Butt that did a video of Larry, alright, who trolled Larry, and in that video it's called I am Larry, this is what I like to do, and in that trolled video, it basically says that Larry likes to touch kids. So, you know, like, I personally think that Larry is very, he's... Jackal, you watch this, Larry. Is not worth it. I would say it's in God's hands how we make him a better it's in God's hands how to make him a better person, and we need to pray for him, but understand that this is beyond our control. Yes, it is beyond our control. Larry's attitude and his behavior is beyond anyone's control at the moment. And if Larry wishes to believe that God will help him, then he needs to pray hard. He needs to pray long and hard that God will help him change, because I feel as though Larry is the biggest moron I've ever known, and I don't trust him whatsoever. I don't want to trust him. I don't need to trust him. It's not my job to trust him. Larry gets very butthurt by what people say, you know, and I feel as though if a guy were to come up to Larry and stick his dick up Larry's ass, I think Larry would absolutely bend over and love it. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Mate, like, you'll have to send... I'll tell you what, yeah. Send me the link on Insta. I'll take a look at it. Junebug, are you on Insta? I forgot. One sec, people. There. Look, people. Please do Slipknot. We're going to check. Ooh. We're trying to... okay, we're just going to have to find your channel again. All right. Look, people. Larry can be hypocritical at the best of times, even at the worst of times. And I do feel like yeah, he probably does use branded Great Value brand Rice Krispies. Serial killer much, yeah. Oh wow. Honestly, Junebug, like, fucking brilliant comment. Love it. Look. I wish everyone else was here right now. I really do. Wow. Look. Larry has pushed the boat out way too far with certain people. Alright. He has made himself look bad. And unfortunately, because of that, we are trying to get this man struck off the internet. I feel as though somebody should go around his house and take all of his shit. That's what I feel should happen. I think somebody needs to go to Larry's house and have the American police force look into his devices and see whether he is a child molester, a rapist, serial killer, or just a phony or a rip-off. There is also a possibility that Larry is or could be related to Jeffrey Dahmer because of the way he looks very similar. Just let him stay on YouTube just a minute. I think that Larry being off of YouTube would be the better option personally. You know, because YouTube is full of toxic people. And that's been proven a couple of times. Now, although we don't like Larry, you know, I do feel like Larry does need to be put in a mental hospital because, let's face it, why should we trust this person? Like, why should we... Oh, yeah, you're on Insta, yeah. What I'll do, Junebug, yeah, is I will give Cole and Zach my Instagram name, alright? And I'll get them to send it to you, alright? And then you can have me, bro. Because I plan on making a group chat to slate Larry off completely. I also want to do a group chat talking about films and certain prehistoric creatures. Look, people, I'm not saying Larry's a bad person, but I do feel as though he can be very annoying, very stupid. I mean, originally when me and him first had problems with each other, he thought that Scotland was a state of the United States of America, when a matter of fact, Scotland is actually a part of the British Isles. Instead of Cheerios, he uses Tasty. Fuck's sake! Oh, bloody hell. Honestly, lads. Instead of Cheerios, he uses Tasty-O's. Bloody hell, guys. You guys get worse, don't ya? Well, do you know what, yeah? I think Larry could be the next Bob the Builder adult swim robot chicken. I don't know whether anyone remembers the episodes from a app called Tubi. There is a TV series called The Freak Brothers. And I feel as though Larry would do well in that program. I do feel as though Larry's adoption has made him bitter towards this planet. He now does not know who he is within himself. You know, he's tried to be a victim. And by Larry trying to say, oh, everyone I don't like is a cyberbully. Well, I'm sorry, Larry, but you use that word too many times and it's overrated. People ain't cyberbullying you. You're cyberbullying us. Like, Larry, if you feel like you're being bullied, then why are you not suicidal? Huh? I got a point. I have a point. So people, I am very close to ending this live stream. Right, because I wish to contact someone on Instagram. You know who you are. You and your funny voice notes. But honestly, people, Larry's pushed the boat out way too many times. He's pissed a lot of people off. And I'm going to ask that anyone that doesn't like Larry to please like and subscribe to my channel. Right, if you haven't liked my videos, please click like, please subscribe. There will be one more live stream against Larry and some of these other idiots. And I will see you all again very, very soon. And I hope you all have a lovely day. Please look out for this Larry, because he's an idiot, he's a moron, and we shouldn't trust him. So, Larry, I leave you with this. When you were 14 or 15 years old, you sucked a guy off down the side alley of your school in the bushes. And that is meant to be a secret. It's not a secret anymore. So, good luck to you, Larry, trying to explain that one. Anyway, This has been Testing Differently. Hopefully you've liked the stream. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Much appreciated. And call Scotland's more American. Well, fair point. Right, people. I'm going to end the stream. All right, Junebug, I will take a screenshot of my Instagram name. All right, and I will send it to Cole and Zach. Right, so that they can send it to you and just add me on there, bro. All right, we'll have a catch up at some point. Slipknot, I will speak to you on Instagram in a moment. All right. Yeah, Slipknot, I'll come and speak to you on Instagram in a moment. Let me just end this stream. All right, get some more food and I'll be with you. People, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. I really do. Please like and subscribe. All right. Hopefully, I'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.